Basketball fans, you are looking live at the gymnasium, affectionately called Thunder Alley, sitting inside the 17-year-old T Area High School on the west side of T, South Dakota. Welcome, everyone, alongside Rick Williamson and Les Schroeder. I'm Shad Hockey. We are honored to spend our Thursday night alongside our friends from both Dakota Valley High School, 64 miles straight south, and our friends from 24 miles straight north in Hartford, South Dakota, home of the Panthers and home of the West Central Trojans. Tonight, the number 2 seed, 20-2 Dakota Valley Panthers will take on the number 15 seed, 14-8 West Central Trojans, and they will both lay it on the line for a trip to Spearfish, South Dakota, to the State A basketball tournament. And so we'll get into it here. About 13 and a half minutes to go. We'll have a full pregame. If you want to call it a show, you can. And then we will talk to Les Schroeder. He's going to give you his pick to click tonight and predict who's going to win this one. I think T-Area girls basketball coach Taylor Fechner is going to come up. His team played these West Central Trojans this year. He will tell us what the key is maybe for the Dakota Valley Panthers to win. And then we will turn it over to public address announcer Corey Williamson and our national anthem, and then introduce our starters. We'll rejoin you at the tip, but first, let's give you some information for tonight's game. On the history between these two teams, on January 14th, Dakota Valley went to West Central, came away with a 24-point win, 68-44. At the time, West Central was 2-5 and was just getting ready to start maybe what some would call a new season. Last year, we saw Dakota Valley pick up a win in a rare down year for West Central and pick up the first ever back-to-back wins for Coach Lilly's Panthers in this series. The Panthers won that one, 64-57, to end a 6-game winning streak by West Central, including the first-round win at state in the 21-22 season for the Trojans. The last Dakota win before last year happened back in the 17-18 season, where the Panthers won by 6. And then again in the 15-16 season, where the Panthers won by just 2. So, going back to when this series started in 2012, West Central holds a 9-4 record. Of those 9 wins, 8 came by double digits. So the Panthers would love to get back to state, push their winning streak in this series to 3, and do something they've never done, dating back 13 years. That's beat Joe Caffrey's Tigers 3 years in a row. So, or 3 times in a row, we should say. Common opponents, if we look at that, these two have played 5 common opponents this year. Dakota Valley 5-0 against those. West Central 5-1, as they have played Tri-Valley twice. We can go over them real quickly here. We've got the time. Both teams played Canton. Dakota Valley won by 16. West Central won by 8. EPJ, Dakota Valley won by 11. West Central won by 3. Tri-Valley, Dakota Valley won by 9. West Central beat Tri-Valley Mustangs by 5 and then by 6 a week ago tonight. Del Rapids, Dakota Valley won by 8. West Central won by 17, and then the one loss in the common opponents was Lennox. Dakota Valley escaped. Lennox won by 2. West Central lost by 6. So you look at common opponents, everything looks pretty equal, except when you look at the matchup of these two teams, a 24-point win by Dakota Valley, but that was a different West Central team. I think we're going to see a closer game here tonight. Postseason, how did we get to this point so far? So first we'll look to Dakota Valley. They beat Beersford. How about this, Les? 92-68 in round 1. That's the most points ever scored by a Dakota Valley girls basketball team. That record dates back to 1996. They avenged an earlier season loss to a really nice team, the defending champions, Vermilion. They won that one by 8 a week ago tonight. I don't think anybody saw them beating Vermilion by 8. And so Dakota Valley has lost to Vermilion earlier by 8. And then the Panthers, I'm sorry, we're talking postseason. We'll get to that in a little bit. The Panthers, they showed up for that matchup last week. Their defense looked really good against Vermilion. West Central, they were all over Baltic in round 1 and won that one 70-22. And in the second round, they faced a Tri-Valley team that, Les, you remember back in 2018 when a undefeated, I caught you mid-bite, I love that, when an undefeated West Central Trojans team that had beat Tri-Valley early in the year by 33, lost to Tri-Valley.
At home.
At home, and that was my pick to win it all that year was West Central. They were dynamite.
Yes, Tri-Valley played well that night.
And that didn't happen this year. West Central held on, won by 6, 50-44 a week ago to set them up. I hope that hot dog is good, my friend.
It was great.
It's gone.
Dakota Valley head coach Tammy Lilly has been at Dakota Valley. This doesn't seem right. 17 years overall, 15 years as the head coach, and she's a high school PE, health and fitness, and aerobics teacher. And so her 15 years as head coach, she is 189 and 138. Her husband Rob is one of her assistants. They sit at 20-2 for the year, and the 20 wins are a school record. The 92 they scored, we just told you, in the opening round is a school record. They started the year winning 12 straight before a 12-point loss to Sioux Falls Christian. After that, 4 straight wins for the Panthers, all by 8 or more, before a loss, an 8-point loss to Vermilion. We just told you about that they would later avenge. That would be the last loss so far for the Panthers. That was over 3 weeks ago. Since then, 4 more wins, all by 8 or more, including that win over Vermilion that ended the Tanagers' season. This is a team that moves the ball well. They force turnovers. They don't like to give up open three. Coach Lilly says they like to dictate the tempo, play fast, but under control. She is well aware of how West Central has played. She mentioned to you the winning streak and Coach Lilly's keys to victory. Defend the perimeter, control the tempo, crash the boards. This is a team that has played a tough South Dakota schedule. And then you look and see who they played out of state. They played a Spirit Lake team that qualified for state in Minnesota and a Hardington Cedar team who is state-bound in Nebraska. So if you look at this Dakota Valley team and also this West Central team, a lot of youth on both sides, a lot of talent. This is a really young team. They start a sophomore and 2 freshmen, but boy, are they talented. As the 2 seed in the state, they are well equipped to win Class A this year and beyond. And we bring in Coach Fechner. We thank you for joining us, my friend.
Hey, thanks for having me.
We are going to talk about now West Central. You played West Central on the road earlier this year. Really hard-fought game, but you guys came away with the victory. What are some of the things Dakota Valley has to do to get a victory over West Central tonight?
I think one of the big things is you got to keep Casey Jaton off balance. She is the one that kind of dictates what happens on the floor. She's going to fill it up. She sees the floor so well and passes it well. So you got to make sure you're putting a little bit of pressure on her, get the ball out of her hands. But the rest of them can fill it up. I mean, it's a good team to watch. Ellie Knight, as an 8th grader, is an absolute stud. And so, I mean, again, at any point she can get hot. But you know, one thing that West Central at least did against us, and I think they're going to continue to do, is they're going to bring some pressure full court. And I know that's something that has given Dakota Valley a little bit of trouble this year at times.
Okay.
And so I think early you're going to see a little bit of press, and hopefully that's what will kind of keep Dakota Valley off balance as well. So I think that would be the game plan coming in if I was Caffrey.
Well, very good. And you caught these Trojans maybe the right time. Not long after you played them, they haven't lost since.
Yep.
And they took you right down to the wire, but you guys held on. You've got a tough game tomorrow over in Sioux Falls, Washington. And, hey, man, we wish you the best of luck over there.
Sounds good. This is going to be a fun one tonight, and I think this is a potential state tournament matchup that we might see a couple times over the next few years. So it's going to be a fun one.
Absolutely. I said as far as the matchup goes, this is the best 15-2 matchup you'll probably see in a long time.
Yeah.
So.
And just so much youth on both sides of the ball, and it's going to be fun.
Thank you, my friend.
Appreciate you.
See you, bud. West Central coach Joe Caffrey has been the head coach at West Central since 2004. That's 21 years. In that time, he's really built this program into a consistent winner. He boasts a 350 and 128 record. He is the 8th grade science teacher, also a cross-country coach, and they enter this one. They enter this one, unlike Dakota Valley, who won their first 12. They struggled. They came out to a 3-8 start, 3-8. Since then, 11 straight, dating back to January 24th. He says of his rough start, yes, they faced some really good teams, but also they let a few slip away. I bet you he was thinking about the T area Titans. They kind of, that was a game they could have won.
Yes.
When they are playing well, they're playing sound defense, says Coach Caffrey, and rebounding well and playing fast. And his key to pick up a win tonight, he told us, is playing well on both ends of the court and to take care of the basketball, force Dakota Valley into taking bad shots. And Coach Caffrey also wants to stop the Panthers in transition as we see the Panthers now come back onto the floor. About 4.5 minutes until the clock will run out. And so, Les, I want you to give us a winner here tonight. I also want you to get the pick to click. Your
winner.
pick to click, and then I'll introduce everybody, the starters for both teams.
But what? I don't want one town hating me already, and we haven't even started this broadcast. If I pick a winner already,
You're about 4 years too late there.
No, I think. Obviously, if you're the 15th seed, you have to play well. You have to play. They are the younger team. I think with Dakota Valley's experience, beating Vermilion in the second game back, about a week ago, they're playing well. West Central's coming in playing hot. I think Dakota Valley might have a slight edge, but I wouldn't count West Central out of the game so far. I think for my click to pick,
I want a winner.
It's going to be a close game. The team that has the more points is going to win.
It's going to be a close game unless somebody pulls away.
Exactly.
And beats them bad.
Exactly.
I'm not afraid to give my prediction. I'll give that a little bit.
Okay.
Give me your pick to click.
All right, my pick to click is Abby Thornton. Sorry.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. Abby Thornton for West Central. And I'm going to go with the freshman. Hang on, I got to get her name here.
Oh, you're taking two.
I'm going to take two. Can I take one from Dakota Valley or not?
You can. Sure. You can.
Can I?
This is your show.
I'll try it. Ella Otten.
Okay. Good T name.
You know what I'm looking forward to seeing tonight, though, is kind of what Les was alluding to, too. You have Dakota Valley coming off of a huge win of knocking off the defending state champs. Mm-hmm. So you always wonder how that game is going to affect the next one. Is it going to make you more hungry, or do you get a little more relaxed thinking we just slayed the giant? So I'm looking forward because in this one-and-done scenario right now, a lot of nerves could get in the way too. If a couple shots don't go in for one team or they go in for the other, it's like, how do you respond? I love the tournament atmosphere of this game. I love two good teams playing each other, and just to see how teams react when things get tough.
We will see.
When things are going well.
Yeah. Dakota Valley 20-2. Tammy Lilly 189 wins, looking for 190. Les, you have the stats for how many times they've gone to state. If you have that ready, I'll introduce you to the Dakota Valley starters. Number 1, Bella Stokes, 5'4", sophomore, 6 points a night. Coach Lilly calls her a great shooter. Number 4, Emerson Mead, 5'11", senior. She had 18 rebounds in that Beersford game. She's their leading rebounder, 5 points, 8 rebounds a night for her. Cameron Somervold wears number 11. She's a 5'11", senior, Wichita State commit. She's got some fans here watching her. We'll tell you about them a little bit later. She is 15 points a night, 8 rebounds a night for her. Number 22, Aubrey Worden, 5'10" freshman. Coach Lilly calls her one of the top defenders in the state. She gets 12 points a night. She has an offer for USD already, just a freshman. The other freshman, number 23, Ella Otten, 5'6", 16 points a night, leads her team, as does her 4 assists. She's got offers from USD and SDSU. We've got an SDSU presence here in the gym. We'll tell you about that. West Central 14-8. Rob Caffrey 350 wins. Number 1, Ellie Knight, 5'8", 8th grader. He says she's an excellent defender, high basketball IQ. Raina Gehring, number 4, 5'8", senior. Her sister played here. DWU soccer commit. She's fast, great defense. Number 10, Casey Jatan, 5'10" freshman that Coach Fechner told us about. Very skilled shooter, 69% free throw shooter. Abby Thornton, 23, is a 5'4" junior, NSU soccer commit. She's an inside-outside player. Her sister Molly played here, of course. Excuse me. Mara Schultz wears number 32. She's a 5'8" senior. Good shooter on the night. I think it's going to be Dakota Valley. I think it's going to be really even in the first half, and I think Dakota Valley is going to pull away in the second half. I'm not afraid to give you my pick. Here is Mr. Corey Williamson, T-Area Public Address Announcer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to T-Area High School. In tonight's Class A SoDak16 contest, we welcome the Trojans of West Central High School. Taking on the Panthers of Dakota Valley High School. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise playing of our national anthem. Please observe proper flag etiquette by standing at attention and placing your right hand over your heart. Active duty personnel or veterans not in uniform may salute the flag. The national anthem will be performed by Tea Area Choir Director Janice Gilbert. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome to tonight's event. The schools participating in this event are members of the South Dakota High School Activity Association. They've adopted the rules under which this game is conducted. The strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this event's success. Fans, tonight's athletic event is not about winning at all costs, disrespecting others, or criticizing the athletes, coaches, and officials. It's about learning and growing, developing character, and competing with class. So please keep it positive and bench bad behavior. To support a positive and safe atmosphere, we ask that students of all ages remain in student sections of the bleachers or with parents. Thank you. Your officials for tonight's game are Chris Janish, Adam Kellenberger, and Tony Waterman. These officials are registered by the South Dakota High School Activity Association. They've worked hard to learn the rules and administer them fairly at this event. We request that you respect their honest efforts to officiate this contest. And now let's meet the cheerleaders. First, for the West Central Trojans. Madeline Kane, Jalen Schlumbaum, Charlie Schrader, Caroline Smithback, and Amelia Unzelman. The girls are coached by Ashley Payne. And now introducing the Dakota Valley cheerleaders. Austin Kudum, Bailey Lake, Abigail Wagner, Harry Ganchow, and the girls are coached by Justine Smonder. And now, let's meet the non-starters. First, for the visiting team, the West Central Trojans. Number 2, Bailey Stallman. Number 5, Bella McGraw. Number 13, Aubrey Borns. Number 14, Ayla Kramer. Number 15, Emma Boltz. Number 21, Kaylee Schultz. Number 22, Jordan Phillips. Number 25, Taylor Lang. And number 42, Avery Eberhard. And now the non-starters for the home team, the Dakota Valley Panthers. Ava Redstone. Number 5, Katie Betzworth. Number 10, Sophie Meyer. Number 12, Jaden Jund. Number 14, Isabel Carreau. Number 15, Alexa Verdorn. Number 20, Jameson Jund. Number 32, Addison Bradshaw. And number 42, Lexi Stussy. And now introducing the starting lineups. First for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the West Central Trojans. At one guard of 5'8", 8th grader number 1, Ellie Knight. At forward of 5'8", senior number 4, Raina Perry. At guard of 5'10", freshman number 10, Casey Chiton. At forward of 5'11", 5'16", number 32, Mara Schultz. Assistant coaches for the Trojans are Jamie Champions and Tony Lanham. The head coach for the Trojans is Joe Caffrey. And now let's meet the starters for the home team on the scoreboard, the Dakota Valley Panthers. At one guard, a 5'5" sophomore, number 1, Bella Stokes. At forward, a 5'11" senior, number 4, Emerson Mead. At forward, a 5'11" senior, number 11, Cameron Summerbold. At guard, a 5'10" freshman, number 22, Aubrey Warden. And at another guard, a 5'8" freshman, number 23, Ella Otten. Assistant coaches for the Panthers are Will Vicenius and Rob Lilly. Head coach for the Panthers is Tammy Lilly.
There, your starters, Stokes, Mead, Summervold, Warden, and Otten for the white team on the scoreboard. The Dakota Valley Panthers, unofficially the home team. And for the Trojans, Knight, Gehring, Jeton, Thornton, and Schultz. For the Trojans wearing the royal blue. What a great crowd tonight from West Central. Their student section is on fire. And Rick, you're the best in the state on running the camera, my friend. You've always got it moving around, showing us different angles, and I go home and watch it, and I appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, I just got to make sure I get some of the game, too.
West Central trying to go to their 14th state tournament.
14 for West Central. Have they won any?
Yes, they have. They're 1999 state champs,
Yes.
2008 state champs.
Here's Chris Janis jumping it up. Thornton and Summervold. Summervold, the Wayne State commit, gets the win. How about Dakota Valley?
Dakota Valley has been there 3 times. No state championships.
All right. Here's a corner 3. Mead. Nope, she's going to pass it up. Drives.
Oh, a little travel.
Going to be a traveling violation.
You got to love the crowd right now.
Yep.
Like right out the gates.
If you're West Central, you got to take advantage of this and use it to your advantage.
You know, we love doing T games. There's nothing I'd rather do, but these are so much fun because the winner is going to go do something they'll remember the rest of their life.
Yep.
And it's just neat to see that, and you feel so terrible for the loser, but just to be playing in this game is pretty cool. Missed shot there by Gehring. Rebound, Dakota Valley. That is Summervold. Gets it up to Warden. Here is Otten on the left side. Mead gets it to a cutting Summervold, knocked it out of bounds by number 4, Raina Gehring.
Like you said, Tammy Lilly wants to control the tempo right away and try to get some good looks to the basket.
Here is Summervold.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And a running left-handed layup. Good, Summervold. I talked to her relatives. She's grandparents are related to Brooklyn Meyer.
Oh.
So Brooklyn Meyer's parents are here watching her, and Brooklyn Meyer's grandparents are here. Corner 3, missed everything. Jeton, rebound Panthers. That was Mead. Here comes Otten, brings it up. Left hand pulls up. It's going to be off the backboard, off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound, Mead finds
Nice
Summervold
pass.
down low. Basket, good, the hoop and harm. Kept alive by Mead, gets it to Summervold, her 4th point.
Great look.
Just went to go get that offensive board.
88% from the line is Cameron Summervold, the 5'11" senior, Wayne State bound. You can tell why. Great rotation, good shot. 5-0 Cameron Summervold. We'll talk to her coach, her future coach, possibly at halftime, college coach. Pump fake by Schultz. Finds Gehring in the corner. Gehring passes it up.
Ooh, nice fake.
This is
High arching shot.
good by Schultz. Trojans are on the board. 1 minute, 34 seconds into this one. This is Otten. She's going to handle the ball a lot. A 5'6" freshman. We told you she's got offers from USD and SDSU. She is their leading scorer.
Good look.
3-pointer missed. No good. Rebound Jeton. Jeton's going to bring it up the floor. Trojans have numbers. She's got Gehring. Gehring saves it. Slowed it down.
Yep, have to set something back up here.
This is Schultz to Knight. Knight, 8th grader. 3-pointer up. No good. Rebound Warden.
Rick, you would think an 8th grader would be scared to shoot that right away, but not tonight.
She's a gamer. This is Otten setting it up. Drives to the right, kicks it out. This is Somerville. Somerville down low to Warden.
Ooh, that was neat.
Warden,
Good defense.
nowhere to go. Throws it up. Misses that one. Great fight for the rebound.
Good job by
Thornton.
Schultz.
Yeah, good.
Or Thornton, sorry.
It's hard. They're 23 and 32. Jatan brings it up. 10-footer. It's going to be hard. Off to the right. Rebound Warden. I think both teams just need to get through the nerves here. Settle down a little bit. Warden's going to drive, loses the ball, and then it's going to be a traveling call on her.
Tell
Good
you what,
job by Gehring to get in there.
we've had some pretty good crowds in here this year, but none this loud.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't had
Yep,
any games this loud where you can't even. I mean, we don't need to build any excitement right now with anything that happens. You can hear it.
Brooklyn Myers' parents are here. So is Katie Vasika's dad. Came from the game today. He's doing stats for
That's
Titans.
awesome.
So we've got two Jackrabbits greats in here. The Myers grandparents walked in and they said, boy, this is a really nice facility. Shot missed. Rebound by Warden.
Well, they want to get up tempo, so they're trying to push the tempo up.
Now this is Stokes, nowhere to go. Finds Otten in the corner. She's going to throw up a three.
Wow.
Hard three off the backboard. Another offensive rebound by Meade. Meade almost throws it away. Kept it alive by Somerville. Somerville then throws it away. The steal by Otten. Here comes Knight. And Gehring shot missed. Block shot by Emerson Meade, the 5'11 senior. Into the game for the Panthers.
That brought much joy to the Dakota Valley
It did.
student section over here.
Number 5, 5'7", another freshman, guys. Number 5,
Wow.
Yeah.
Katie Betzworth. So these two
Man.
already
Yeah.
two of the better teams in Class A are going to be going anywhere soon.
Yeah, Coach Fechner kind of called that.
Yep.
Steal there by Meade. I know that Otten came away with it, but Meade caused the turnover. She gets the steal in my world. Now here's Otten looking to drive. Kicks it. Great pass to Meade. And then a block and a
now
really late foul call on number 23, Abby Thornton. Her sister Molly played here. A lot of sisters.
Yep. Meade's impressed me so far early in this game,
Yes.
just by being active and being all over.
And Meade to the free throw line.
Checking in for the Trojans, number 14.
66% on the year. Number 14 for the Trojans checks into this one. Ayla Kramer, talk about a sister that played. We saw her sister go off here. Addie Kramer, I think she had a game 7, 8 3-pointers.
Yep.
That one's no good. Rebound by Ellie Knight. I've always noticed that about West Central.
Good take.
Yeah, that was.
Rebound. That is by Betzworth just into the game. Hesitation dribble. Thrown up 10-foot shot off the back of the rim. No good by Otten. She'll go to the free throw line. Just a freshman, 16 points a night, 4 assists a night. Both of those lead her team.
West Central has had some good opportunities on drives to the basket, just kind of rushing right now. Those kind of nerves that you talked about. Just getting the good drive, but just not finishing right now. So
Yeah, these are free throws 4 and 5 for the Panthers. Trojans have yet to go to the line. That is good. We're going to get a substitution in here. Number 21, Kaylee Schultz, another 5'8" freshman into the game.
Yep.
Inbound goes to Knight, just an 8th grader. You wouldn't know it when you watch her play.
Nope.
She'll give it up to Jatan. That's what Coach Fechner said. Got to keep Jatan off balance. Here she is. Thought about shooting it. She's going to drive right hand. Kicks it to the corner. And now Jatan gets it back. Dribbles on the baseline. Nowhere to go.
Deep in the post.
Kramer, Jatan gets the shot off.
nice inside-out game there.
No doubt about it. Jatan, it's 8-5, 3:30 to go. As Otten brings it up the floor.
That's a great example of why you do have to go into the post once in a while. It isn't to score all the time. It's just to draw the defense and get an open triple.
Shot missed, rebound by Ellie Knight. Knight's going to dribble. All right-handed, kicks it out to Jatan. She just hit a 3. She's going to drive now. Nowhere to go. Oh, great cut and great pass.
Nice.
Basket, good. Kaylee Schultz, the helper by Jatan. Great cut by Schultz because I think Jatan didn't even know where to go.
Schultz off the bench, right? That's
Absolutely.
great cut. Seeing her teammate in trouble, just kind of losing her dribble and
Absolutely.
didn't stand around.
Rebound Panthers. Here they come. They are up just one. What a great
Oh,
crossover
wow.
by Otten. And then the denied
That was a good block.
down low. Kramer with the block. Just on the baseline, 3 minutes exactly, 5 minutes into this one.
Already the fourth team foul here with 3 minutes to go in the quarter.
Yeah,
So
14 fouls on the Trojans, just one on the Panthers.
looking at the bonus here rest of the way in this hit quarter.
And they are a good free throw shooting team. Led by Somervold at her 88%. Here's a three-pointer. No good. That one missed
That's
by
going west.
Becksworth.
Yep. Bob Somerville.
Going the other way. Tony Waterman.
Oh, whoa. We're supposed to be nice to the officials.
Here comes Ellie Knight tonight. It was a great night for a night light.
Wow.
Light tonight. What's that old rhyme?
Just think if we were playing the Knights.
That's right.
Jatan.
Oh.
Another great pass. This one to Kramer. And now, for the first time tonight, the Trojans take the lead by 1, 2:30
This
to go.
is the
first
kind
quarter.
of game I'm hoping for right here.
I fully expected a close first half. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Good
And
double.
that's just a good no call.
yes.
She just tripped and fell, and West Central gets a timeout. I was just going to say, Caffrey needs a timeout there. He gets one, 32nd timeout.
Strong response by the Trojans.
Yes, they came roaring
After
back.
struggling, just
Yes.
scoring a little bit. Now they've seen 2 and 1 plays go in.
Yeah.
Like you said, though, Rick, it was all nerves at the very beginning, and now the nerves are kind of out. Now we're just playing some basketball.
And when it's loud like this, it's got to be so fun, but so nerve-wracking that first quarter. until
Someone
you-
that's having fun watching the Trojans win by 1 is Noah Watson. I talked to him today.
Oh, what?
Kind of a closet West Central
He
Trojans
is.
fan. He
He
said
is.
he was going to be watching tonight, rooting hard.
I thought he wanted Dakota Valley to win.
Rooting hard for Thornton and Gehring and Kramer.
T-area alum and now an Augustana
Augustana,
Viking.
That's right.
Yeah.
Big West Central fan.
Big, yeah,
Just
no.
telling you.
Huge.
Here come the Trojans, their first lead of the night just a little bit ago. Tony Waterman gets it in. Up the court. It's Knight. She hasn't come out yet, just an 8th grader. 6 points a night for her. Coach Caffrey calls her an
Oh,
excellent.
nice
Oh,
slip.
nice look. Wow. Good idea.
Baseline guy doesn't have it. Waterman said he doesn't see it. Here comes Chris Janish, says, let's give it to Dakota Valley.
It's good. Good look down there.
Yeah, I love the teamwork, though.
Yep.
Just looking for that extra pass.
Yep.
Here's Otten bringing it up 6 minutes into this one. Her team leading by 1. Otten right-hand dribble, right side of the court. She's going to hand it off to Somervold. She scored the first 5 here. Been quiet ever since.
Ooh, nice
Great
Oh,
pump
good fake.
That's
underneath. Basket. Good by Warden.
I love seeing players use a ball fake.
That's right.
We've talked about it before, and I don't think it's used nearly enough.
No,
Nor is there. I've never seen a game where there's too many screens. I love screens. and
absolutely.
That's right.
Hard to
one's just
defend.
Thrown away, but there to save the pass is Raina Gehring.
You know, when you're inside, those inside girls, they want to swat shots
Yep,
just like
they do.
inside boys.
Yep.
So if you give that ball fake, there's a chance that more than not that they're going to go for that fake. They want to swat it.
Yep.
By the way, the assistant, Wayne State assistant, is in the house.
Okay.
He is in the house.
He's too busy watching the game here.
I'm just-
SoDak16 game
and-
with big
and-
implications on the line.
By the way, you did speak about O'Gorman. O'Gorman's assistant's here tonight, too.
Oh, boy.
We did talk about the Knights.
You did.
I
so
shouldn't have
did-
brought it
that's
up.
right.
Wow, great turnaround.
Little turnaround soft.
That is Somervold for point number 7. Les, you said she got off to a great start.
She
tonight.
did.
Had
Yes.
10.
Yeah, she did. She had 10
Knight.
against their start against Vermilion the other night.
3-pointer by Knight, in and out. Somervold leads all players with 7. They've got her with 8.
Ooh. Hey.
2, 4, 6.
Ooh, nice.
3-pointer, no doubter. Up and good by Warden. And now 5 in a row for the Panthers. No better time than now. They suddenly lead by 6. Jatan dribbles. She's got Mead on her. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, they're trying to post her up inside.
This is Jatan. She made one from right near there, a 3-pointer. Great
Ooh,
step.
nice.
Oh, that was
Look.
nice.
Oh.
Everything but the make.
Footwork.
Yep.
20-second shot clock off. Lead
One shot.
6, the biggest lead of the night
Look for, a
the
pick
Panthers.
look for a pick and roll here with Somervold.
There's the pick.
There's the pick. No roll.
No roll, no
Great
less.
defense.
No roll.
You were at 50-50
I
on
was,
that.
yep.
5 seconds to go. 3 seconds. Trojans aren't going to get off a shot. They just don't need to turn it over here.
Right.
6-point lead, 15-9.
Score, Dakota Valley 15, West Central 9.
And guys, we'll still do our true or false trivia at the end of the third quarter.
People may remember that from when the Titans have played the Trojans or the Dakota Valley Panthers. If they've tuned into our streams in the past when their team has been playing ours.
You better have.
That's right.
I just remember all the times that Les over here has put down the Dakota Valley school. No, I'm just kidding.
He
I would
doesn't.
never-
You've never really told me why, but you don't really care for either of these schools.
I know you're trying to get me in trouble again.
Well,
know.
we're kidding. We're kidding. Les loves everybody.
When you heard that we were doing this game, you asked, "Do I have to?"
No, I know that. I was excited that we're going to.
I also remember when you frustrated Les by asking him what town Dakota Valley was in.
What town is Dakota Valley High School located
by
in?
Iowa.
Or Nebraska, maybe?
North Sioux City.
There we go. I like
North
that
City.
answer. That's a good answer, Les. He's been studying since the last time.
I have been studying since the last time.
Individually, well, overall, the Panthers shooting 55 of 14, 36%, 1 of 5 from three-point range, 4 of 5 free throws. West Central, 4 of 11, 4 of 15, 1 of 4 from three-point, just 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Individually, Somervold, 8 points. Warden, 5 points, 4 rebounds. And, of course, they took it off the screen.
I had it up there right before you were saying it, so the people could see it.
Hey, I have a question.
Mead, 6 rebounds. Real quickly for the Trojans right now, just Schultz and Kramer, 2 apiece for them that are on the floor right now. Into the corner for Thornton, no good. Rebound, Emerson Mead. Go ahead, Les.
Well, I was just wondering, is this official yet that we did announce that we have a new superintendent that's taking over for Dr. Lowry starting next year? And I do believe that she's down in Dakota Valley right now presently. Is that correct?
Another 3.
Somerville, 11 for her.
If she is, she's cheering after that 3 right
She
there.
is.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
I heard she was going to be in attendance tonight. Dr.
Yeah.
Tanya Warzeka,
Yep.
formerly director of curriculum here in
Yep,
T. So
yep.
welcome, Warzeka. That'll be a travel.
West Central in need of a stop here.
Tammy Lilly excited there. Biggest lead of the night. It was a 9-8.
We've had a barrage of 3s here by the Panthers.
Yeah, 9-8 West Central lead, 10-0 run since then, since they took their first
And I
lead
think
of the
that
night.
was 3 threes, too, with that free throw added.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Here's a deep
Man.
two-pointer.
Wow.
Nothing but net.
Wow.
Ella.
Man, the little between the leg dribble to create some room and knock it down.
You see why SDSU and
Oh, my
USD have
goodness.
already offered the freshman.
Isn't it
5
weird?
or 6
Oh, there we go. Good
runner
answer.
by
Knight.
8th grader Ellie Knight.
That's a big answer by Knight.
Her first 2 of the night. She's got 4 rebounds as
She's very active.
point guard. Here is Otten. She's
But-
handled the ball the whole time.
But isn't it
2011.
weird that you can just see the body language of a college-type player?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
good position down low.
Down low, Somerville loses it out of bounds.
Good job of collapsing on
Yeah,
her.
there's 2 girls right there.
Stay with Dakota Valley, 15 on the shot clock. 9-point lead. That ties the largest of the night for the 2-seed Panthers. And, you know,
Ooh,
Good D.
nice steal.
Knight gets the steal. Here she comes. She's on Otten. Pulls it back. Throws up a hook shot just off the front of the rim. And I thought that could have been off of the white team. Referee disagrees. Gives it to Dakota Valley.
I thought you were going to say it was good night for. No,
Yeah,
It would have been a good
it's
night.
been a good night.
it has been a good
You know,
night for.
these Trojans are the 15 seed as we reseed the SoDak16, just thrown
The
out of
pressure
bounds.
creating a turnover there.
But if you look at where they sit in the Class A standings, they're 22nd best.
Yeah.
So they're lower than a 15 seed. The only reason they're a 15 seed is because you have to seed the SoDak16.
Power points, yep.
And so there obviously has been a couple of upsets
There's-
in some regions.
Ooh, nice
including
take
here.
again.
Great step
Ooh.
through by the freshman Knight. No good. Gets her 5th rebound, throws it up. Schultz kicks it out.
You know,
This is into the game, number
short,
2.
blocked.
Bailey Stallman, another freshman.
Knight's all over the place.
Bailey Stallman wears the same number as Riley Haldeman.
Ooh.
Shot no good. Rebound by Stokes.
There we go. Now we got it.
Nowhere to go. Here comes Otten. Right-hand dribble, left side of the court. She's got Knight on her. Wow, what a great step through.
Yeah.
Knight stumbles backwards. Corner 3 is going to be long. Rebound. by number 10, Casey Jatan, the 5'10" freshman, in a game here dominated by freshmen. Here is Jatan, gets the screen. Down there by Stallman, nowhere to go. Jatan driving, kicks it out to Schultz. She thinks about it, takes a long two. No good. Trojans just can't make jump shots right now is their biggest problem.
Yep, they're getting looks.
Both teams a little bit out of control. Somerville now into the corner. She finds Thornton. I'm sorry, she finds Otten. No foul, no call. Both coaches play on. Oh, what a great pass.
Nice look.
Good ball fake.
Yes.
Great ball fake, the pass by Schultz to Thornton. Thornton under control, cuts the lead to 7. Coach Tammy Lilly call a timeout. Looking to get the Dakota Valley Lady Panthers their first ever state championship win. Go ahead, Les.
I just got some scores from Class A.
Hit it. Start us off with the finals first.
Well, Sioux Falls Christian is going back to state. They beat Rapid City Christian 60-44. I'm going to say Red Cloud, but that's not how you pronounce that anymore.
Let's hear it. What do they call it now?
I don't even know what they call it now. Old Red Cloud 62, Flandreau 27. That's a final. So Flandreau is knocked out of the tournament, and Sioux Valley, a 7th seed, knocked out the 10 seed tonight, 60-34 over Miller.
Mapaya Luta. Okay.
There we go.
Mapaya Luta.
62-27 over Flandreau then today.
All right. Can you say it with me, Les? Mapaya Luta.
Mapaya Luta.
Wow, that was good.
Thank you.
And now, who is our producer up here tonight? It's Rick.
Rick W.
For the second time in a row, I ate a whole bag of popcorn before
I did too.
coming up here. You ate the whole bag?
I did.
And thank you, Tasha Weber. I ate
Yes.
popcorn
And he's on his second hot dog right now.
And then I told
We're not-
Caden Williamson in the concession stand, the great player for the Titans, saved me a slice of pizza or a hot dog. And he said, "You want one of each?" And I said, "Yeah, that's what I said. Sure."
Oh,
Jatan dribbles it off her foot. That's all right. Picked up by Kramer. Kramer, risky pass. Taken back by Knight. Knight dribbling around.
Freshman on 8th grader.
Yes, she's got Otten on her. Out of bounds. Goes to the Panthers.
Not a lot of movement there by the West Central
No,
girls
they were
when
saying-
Ellie had the ball at the top. They were all kind of just standing,
Yep.
which doesn't bode well. It's easy to guard. Just got to stay active. West Central just needs to hang around here.
There's
Just needs to keep it close. Keep it close in a game of nerves and a game of high stress.
Oh, a great steal by the Trojans by Schultz. She was watching that the whole way. And that's a 10-second call, as you can see on the shot clock. All the West Central fans helping out the referees tonight, which I'm sure they appreciate.
It's 2 turnovers caused by the press right there now for West Central.
Yeah. And, you know, you talk to Coach Fechner.
Oh, that's a bad break.
Bad break. His Knight just tripped and fell, and it's going to be an open layup.
Oh, man.
Open layup for Otten. Coach Fechner told us he thought we'd see it a little earlier, but that the West Central press could affect Dakota Valley. So maybe West Central just staying in it. Another unforced
2 unforced.
turnover. It's about the 4th one in the first half. You score on all of those, and this might be a tie game. Instead, 9-point lead for the Panthers, their largest of the night. Les, what did you eat today?
Oh, nice.
Great look by Somerville. She
Great press
finds
break.
We had
Verdun.
corn dogs for lunch today, so that good old legacy.
One or 2?
Corn? No, it was mini corn dogs.
Oh, 7 of them
Yeah,
then.
yep.
MCDs.
Yep, over at Legacy Elementary.
Crosswalk today?
Yep.
Here is Knight out
out
at
at Chelsea.
Jatan. Jatan's made one from there earlier.
Yeah.
Cherish and
Dribbling,
Ellis.
backs down her player, nowhere to go. It's going to be a travel. Could have been a foul. It wasn't called a foul. Actually, there hasn't been a foul called by either team. On either team.
It's a good timeout.
That is a-
Caffrey
yes,
wants
that
a
is good.
30-second
Yep.
timeout.
Kind of calm them down a little bit, get control.
Yeah, just coming away with too many empty possessions right now. You just want to stop the game and get a restart.
Yep.
We have any? I wasn't listening to your score update, to be honest with you. But is there anything?
Surprise,
Is there
surprise,
anything?
surprise.
Is there anything close, Les?
Well, you don't want me on my phone, and now that
And
you
let
do.
me ask you this: when you are lucky enough to visit Hartford, what's your favorite restaurant in Hartford, South Dakota?
Oh. Dairy Queen?
Probably, yeah.
Hartford Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Ooh.
That is.
Wagner, my sleeper pick of the state tournament, if they make it.
Yep.
Wagner 41, Dakota Tech 37. 2 minutes left in the third quarter there.
Wow.
Dakota Tech was ahead in that game early on, and now Wagner has bounced
So
back.
that's our only close one so far.
Aberdeen Roncalli 24, Mount Vernon Plankington 16, and then Mulbridge Pollock 20, St. Thomas More 18.
Wagner, that's called the less kiss of death you just got
Yeah, I'm
tonight.
sorry if you're listening from
Coast
Wagner.
to coast. Left-handed layup. Good by Betsworth. Saw her the first one off the bench tonight.
Good luck, Wagner, the rest of the way.
Gearing, three-pointer misses everything.
Oh, good hustle.
What hustle there
Yes.
by Jatan. Nowhere to go. Ball gets into the hands of Otten. Right-hand dribble, middle of the court. She brings it up. I'm sorry, that's Warden. You got a 22 and 23. There's the first foul of the second quarter. That one's going to be
Number 21, Kaylee Schultz.
number 21, Schultz.
Team first.
Her second, team first.
Panthers, number 4, Emerson Mead.
Mead back into the game for the home team, the Dakota Valley Panthers. And this is Somervold, new shot clock. She fakes handing it off. She's got 11 already. Now she'll kick it out to Warden. Warden, three-pointer.
Nice looking play.
Nothing but net by Aubrey Warden, 5'10" freshman.
That's 8 for her.
Biggest lead of the night, 16. Now they call the first foul on Dakota Valley. Number 23, Ella Otten. So individually for the Panthers, Somervold, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. What a first half for her. 8 points, 5 rebounds for Warden. For Trojans, pretty balanced. 3 for Jatan, and then a lot of players
deep.
too. There's Jatan. That one's second three-pointer by West Central that missed everything. Rebound finally.
Nice.
Nice.
Brought out.
Oh,
Lost out of bounds.
Great baseball pass there.
I thought we were playing.
Betsworth.
I thought we were playing volleyball there
Yeah.
for a second when it was nobody could control that.
Sergeant number 32, Mara Schultz.
Starter back into the game. Mara Schultz, 5'8", senior. Coach Caffrey called her a good shooter, inside-outside type player. And to the bench will go Raina Gehring.
Well, you'd like to see West Central get back to driving the basketball into the lane because that's where they had their little run to take the lead early, and now they're settling for a lot of threes, like you said, that haven't been really close. They've been kind of rushed and hurried.
Yeah. I agree. Stallman always wanting to set a screen out there. Love seeing that from her. Another
Good
young player.
defense.
Great defense.
Another baseball pass. Man, she can pass it.
That one's knocked out by Somervold.
Man.
And that steal was by Betsworth. She was off the bench tonight.
How
She's
old is
getting good
Otten?
minutes.
Otten
Otten is just a freshman.
Freshman.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Dakota Valley starts 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and then 2 seniors, and then brings
Oh, yeah, that's offensive. She,
freshmen off the bench.
that time Somervold gave a little
Heave-ho.
gave her the business there.
Little dipsy-doo.
Yeah, a little forearm shiver to the.
Coach Lilly not arguing.
Nope. Yeah, there's some players out here, man, and young players.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
these two are going to be fun to watch. Glad we're double A, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, seriously.
No, we finally beat West Central, I believe, for the first time ever last year, girls basketball. But, boy, we've had some battles with them in soccer as well.
Ooh,
And,
nice.
Tough.
Boys lost to Dakota Valley. Boys lost this year to West Central, Connor Mebius and the big, tall, cool
Yeah.
player.
Yep.
I saw their basketball coach here in attendance tonight.
They're a handful.
They are.
And those two are one of the better 1-2 punches, I think, in the state, regardless of class.
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
just really fun to watch. And that was a really intense
Wow.
and a really good game in Hartford.
Jump ball.
And, of course, Dakota Valley used to be a opening season doubleheader every year. It was
Every
the first
year.
team the
Every
boys and
year.
girls played.
And it was usually where our season ended when it did end.
Uh-huh.
They've ended a lot of our seasons, absolutely. What a great
Oh,
steal.
nice
Can
steal.
she get to
Oh,
it?
good hustle.
Good hustle.
She can't. Mara Schultz,
Good hustle.
5'8" senior.
Just want to finish strong here in this half with a
Yep.
minute to go. You want to get a stop and get a basket and just cut this thing down to 13 going into half or 14. Just ending on a positive note if you're West Central here.
Yep, under a minute to go, 16-point lead, largest of the night. for the Panthers.
And if you're the Panthers, you want to finish this thing off right.
It's a nice left-handed shot by
Another
Otten, but
board
it's
for Knight.
no good. Knight now with 6 rebounds on the night to go with 2 steals and 2 points. This is Jatan, nowhere to go, finds Schultz. Schultz turns, looking, going to drive baseline. Summervold kicks it back out with 3-pointer. Up.
There's a
There
good
we
looking
go.
3. Who needs to drive to the basket?
Kramer,
Hit the 3.
right. First 3-pointer.
That's what I said. Get a stop and get a 3.
That's right.
Now, how about a stop?
Sorry, that's their second 3-pointer in 10 attempts, so 20% from behind the line. 13. It could be worse.
I've been really impressed with Dakota Valley's defense here in the second quarter, especially.
Yeah,
They're really a lot of ball pressure.
3-pointer. I've been impressed by their shooting, to be honest.
Yeah.
West Central wanted to foul. They got one. So now what's going to happen? West Central could possibly
Yes.
cut this to 10.
And that's all you're hoping, especially when you're the lower seed or higher seed, if you want to put it that way.
That's the second foul now on Meade.
Plenty of
So
time here.
She's out of the game. What you want to do if you're Dakota Valley, if you're West Central, get the ball heading towards the basket because they're going to give you, that's what you want for Dakota Valley. Great play there. Here's Schultz.
Still time.
She's going to launch one. Heads up. Off the backboard. No good.
6 seconds seems like such a short amount of time when you're out there, but if you're in the crowd,
West Central Trojans 16.
Absolutely. 29-16. Les Schroeder was afraid to give you a prediction and said that
This was going to be a
it
good
was
game.
going to be close.
It was.
And it's not right now, Les. I told you that Dakota Valley would win.
All right.
And
Good for you.
the one thing I have realized is how they beat the defending champs. I haven't seen the Dakota Valley girls play, but watching their players and the skill that they possess and how they move the ball and can shoot the ball and can work it in, I'm not surprised anymore. And Vermilion's a good team.
yeah, and you would think with being this young, not only the starters, but the young girls they bring off the bench, you would think there would be some rough nights. I'm sure they might have said that some nights with these young players, Dakota Valley, they said we're going to look really good, and some nights we're going to look really bad. They haven't. They've only lost to Vermilion and
That's
Sioux Falls
crazy.
Christian.
Man,
And so I think they have.
good job of coaching, obviously, too.
You're
When you bring in those young girls and have a mesh.
Well, Lily's been there a long
Yeah.
time, has really built that program because they didn't always used to be great. They are, they were loaded when Rosenquist beat us to go to
Yes,
state
yes.
single-handedly. And then after that, they kind of lost everybody the next year. They got it restocked again, and you wonder, is that because of Rosenquist and some of those players that they had that had them,
Right.
a state contender?
Who shows them what it's like when you win.
Yeah.
And make those young girls see it and want it for themselves when they get older. That has to have a lot to do
I
with
think
it.
so.
The excitement that it brings. Even in here, if you're a young girl and you're watching the game in here, you're like, oh, I kind of like
could do
this. Either I hate it and I'm never going to do it because this scares me to death, or, man, I've got to do this.
Coach Caffrey over on the other side, Hartford, 350 wins. That doesn't just happen.
It's good
He's
coach.
built just a heck of a program over there.
Every year.
Every year. And
You are like, look on the schedule and see West Central, and you're going, oh, they're going to be aggressive. They're going to be tough. It's never going to be easy. And I don't think it ever has. I would like to see the Titans game differentials in points over the years with them.
Yeah. Coach Shoresman, Wayne State University assistant basketball coach. Welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me.
You got to like the board. You look up and see Summervold, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in the top 3 in all categories. She's had a great night.
Yeah, pretty good player. That's why we were on her.
You almost didn't make your way over here. You got caught up by a lady in the stands there.
Yeah, she's an assistant coach for O'Gorman, and I know that her and Les probably have a really great relationship.
There he goes. And he's going.
There he is. He saw it. I think he saw it. Here, if you don't know what we're talking about, folks, the lady we're referring to is right there, and Les got jealous as soon as he saw Coach Shoresman talking to her.
Made his all the way down the stairs and across the court. And well, hey, welcome back to T. I talked to you earlier today. I don't think you've been back here since you left.
I have not. I've been trying to get back for a game. I've seen some at neutral places, but I have not been back here yet just because of our schedule and stuff. But, yeah, man, good to be back.
Let me ask you this. You're a college coach now, Division II program, and that's getting pretty high up there. I wanted to ask you this. first of all, what do girls need to do on the court? What is something you look at that girls do on the court that is kind of an indicator of you that they might be a D2 level player?
You know, everyone looks at stats. Obviously, you know, you look at a board or you look at box scores, stuff like that. And that's a little bit of it. It really is. Obviously, you got to have production. But a big thing is body language. That's a number one, really, that we're looking at. That's kind of the intangible, something that you can bring without even having a good night. Leadership, teamwork, stuff like that. If you're complaining to the officials, you know, we're not looking at that kind of stuff. You know, we get to know these kids and these coaches around the area so well, not only through their AAU team, but I love going to the high school games. And it's kind of switching a little bit, where there's not a lot of coaches that do go out and see those high school games as much. It's more the AAU circuit. But I think it's the demand that's really coming through with like travel and the way you see things at, especially that Division II under the Division I level.
Do you notice more of the leadership thing, though, watching them in a high school setting instead of when they're playing with a bunch of good girls?
Oh, for sure, because you can see that in the summertime and things are clicking. But what are you going to do when you go back to your high school team?
Are you going to be pouting?
And they're not paying to play on your team and organizing, you know, who to go to and which AAU program you're on. So, you know, that's kind of the real aspect is what you see. And how do they handle that adversity when things aren't going right?
Yeah, I remember Katie Vasika's dad. Of course, Katie, great player at SDSU. She is far from finished up there, played for you. I remember him telling me that they take turns, him and his wife, going to summer club games. He said, but for our high school, we will never miss a game. We'll both always be there. And I always thought that was cool that they're putting so much value into high school where that's kind of going away from it. And I think a lot of coaches don't come because you can go to a tournament and watch 4 games in 2 days where a high school you might have to drive a couple hours, 2-3 hours just to catch one game.
Well, and it really shows you like who's interested in you and who cares about you too, because everybody kind of flocks to each other in the AAU circuit, and they, you know, you'll be sitting there with 10, 12, maybe even a big gym, 20 other coaches on that same court watching the same kids. Whereas if you go to a high school game, you can kind of see who really is, you know, invested into those kids.
Yeah.
So something other than a non-athletic thing that you look for, you know, not dribbling, not scoring, not rebounding. What's something you look for there? Do you look at parents in the stands?
Not as much as like you do during these broadcasts, from what I hear.
That's Les.
Over there. Yeah.
Les is giving a shout out over there to Mara's grandma back in Arizona.
No, if we do know the parents and we, you know, kind of associate that,
Sure.
Yeah, we'll look at that. Not as much as like you can kind of see too the ones that are the loud ones and stuff like that, and really what they're saying and stuff too. Sometimes you have the parents that videotape, and they're looking at every little thing that, you know, is not associated with the school aspect. Maybe they're showing that to their kid at home. We've seen that a few times this year. So yeah, that's somewhat of it. We get more of that realization on a campus visit of kind of how their parents and stuff are,
yeah,
and that sort of stuff too. But definitely, we take in kind of all things into consideration. We'll talk to their coaches. We'll talk to their AAU coaches and their high school coaches. We'll talk to maybe even some people in the community that know them and that sort of stuff too. Or maybe like if they're part of other organizations, that we look at that as well.
You know, when you're competing against all these other Division II, let's say, schools, what's your biggest sell, like, for Wayne? Like, how do you sell that?
A big thing for us, we're actually very affordable. When it comes to all these other colleges, especially around our area, you have UNL. And we're kind of unique too because, you know, we do have Sioux City that's kind of close to us. Hour 45 minutes away, you have USF and Augie. But otherwise, you know, our state, we're just competing D2-wise with Kearney. And so those are UNO, they're Division I. Otherwise, you have some NAIA and University of Nebraska, obviously Division I. So we look at the affordability of our school, number one. So then we can kind of pitch that a little bit. We do have 130 plus different majors, so that helps us too. Where some schools are very refined in their majors, and even though our town of Wayne is only like 5,000 people, we have just about 5,000 people in our college right now.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, the community, it's kind of like a weird thing. You look at Augie and USF, that's a big community. It's a big city, but they don't have a lot of, they don't have a lot of kids in that school. I think Augie's only like maybe 1,500 people.
Yep.
USF maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, that's cool.
I've got a recruiting tip for you, okay? This is what I've always said. You're not going to follow it, but it's okay. I want you to follow it and tell me about it. We talk a lot still. Here's what I've always said. If you're a coach, go talk to the freshmen on the team that ride the buses with these girls and find out how they treat those freshmen, okay? That's my only advice to you.
Yeah, but I don't know about freshmen. Maybe I don't treat them very well either.
I think you're like my daughter. I think you disagree with me a lot of times just to disagree.
That's true. That's true.
So your season ended, and has the town of Wayne? Is that what you're saying? They come out and support you guys really well.
They do. Yep. And it's not just women's basketball, men's basketball, or basketball in general. It's all sports because it's kind of like the Midwest in general. Like I look at South Dakota. Look how many people came out to this game tonight. And I know it's a big game and everything, but you look at the NSIC tournament is here in Sioux Falls. You look at the Summit League. I mean, I went last night to the Summit League, and it was Denver and Omaha, and then the men's it was Kansas City and Oral Roberts. And there was still a ton of blue and red in the stands because they just love basketball.
Right.
Yep.
And that's the special part, and I think that goes for now Nebraska's a huge volleyball state. And sometimes, when you have in basketball, your best players also play volleyball, but down there it's like your best volleyball players don't always play basketball, so it's a big, and it's great. I love volleyball. We go out, we support them just as well, but it's just a little bit different, and it's starting to get that way in South Dakota too, where these clubs and playing year round and everything, and we have great talent in the state of South Dakota too. And you guys have seen that. I mean, Renette Costain, a good friend of mine, she just keeps winning championship after
championship. She might not lose in a few years.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's only
stick around
get
a little bit here and just call the little bit of the third quarter with us, and I want to see what you say of Somerville.
That's a big shot coming out of halftime.
This is a three by Schultz. Is that a drawn-up play there by Caffrey?
Yeah, I think it's definitely the look that they wanted right away out of halftime.
Coach Fechner told us he might see the West Central press affect Dakota Valley. They haven't used it much. I wonder if they'll go to that here in the second half.
That's true. Dakota Valley's got some really great guards, though. I know they're young, but, man, they got some talent in that guard position.
They do.
And you look, and Dakota Valley starts two freshmen and a sophomore. West Central starts an eighth grader and a freshman, and then both sides bring a ton of freshmen off the bench. It's crazy.
So do you start making note of that right now?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And recruiting-wise at Wayne, we got quite a few in that junior class right now, but we're looking at the 27s and 28s.
Oh!
Wow.
Two in a row.
That's a good start. That's a good start.
It's a 7-point game. The magic of Adam Shoresman.
It was just 16.
Returned to T South Dakota. That's a really good start for the Trojans. They've kind of got, that's going to be, stays with Dakota Valley. They've got the crowd behind them. Dakota Valley, good crowd for, I hear the weather's going to get kind of bad down there. You were at state, you went from Summit League to state in Nebraska today?
Yeah, so the Summit League games last night, and then we did Lincoln, Nebraska for the state tournaments. We have some seniors that are committed to us that we went down and watched, and some juniors and stuff too, so it's been a lot of road time.
How far is Wayne State from Sioux Falls area?
About an hour 45, 2 hours in between there.
And there comes away Ellie Knight. Gets the ball.
And this
Here
West
comes
Central team.
Jatan. Is Jatan going to pull up? She's made one of these already.
Feeling it. Feeling it. Oh,
Jatan. Timeout, Coach Lilly. 9-0. Run by the Trojans. Their fans are on their feet. Wow. 4-point basketball game. Just a minute.
Wowzers.
17 into this one.
It feels like it was just 16 a couple minutes ago.
Tell me about recruiting. It's got to be something you always wonder about, how to get an angle. You told us you pitched the affordability of the school, which is good, but something else. How do you make players, because I know you care about kids, how do you make players, let them know that you care about them and you want them for more than just scoring points?
Well, and going back and forth to Wayne, I do a lot of audiobooks, and you and I have talked about that. And, I read up a lot about, improvement, self-improvement, or sociability and recruiting and stuff like that through some of our audiobooks. And one of the coolest messages I saw was that when it comes to believability and showing people you care and stuff, we all talk about love and stuff like that, but the biggest vibration that we put out there is authenticity. And you might say that you love somebody, or you might say that you care about them, but it's really the authenticity that you put into it. And I kind of put that into my recruiting, really looking at caring about these kids, but actually doing it and getting to know them. And I love that stuff. Oh, here comes West Central again.
Jatan.
Another one?
Gehring setting up for it. Now she'll drive, take it down the. Got it up too quickly. Do you like recruiting? What's your favorite part of being you're a full-time basketball coach. You have no JV team, so you're just doing basketball. What's your favorite part?
Yeah, my wife gets mad at me. She says I don't have a job. I just get to go out and talk to people, which I hate. You guys know I hate talking to people.
And your wife, Ashley, I hope she's listening. Hello, Ashley, if you are.
She does a great job of even tuning into the T games after I've left. So she's always watching. This is one of our favorite broadcasts.
We are honored to have a TikTok star following us. Gehring to the floor.
This game has just changed a lot.
Yeah, it has. It's almost like Dakota Valley is on their heels a little bit. You see the crowd.
They've missed a couple shots, which have kind of rattled them a little bit, it seems. And the intensity of the defense on West Central's part is kind of feeding off their crowd. And it's just a fun playoff atmosphere.
Oh, yeah. I'll be honest, I've got a black sweatshirt on, and I wasn't even thinking I was going to wear a pair of purple corduroy pants tonight.
Oh, my gosh, you should have.
And I just couldn't.
Les is wearing his purple leather pants over there.
That's right. Don't tell anybody.
And his pink whistle.
Here's Gehring. Awkward-looking shot, almost like she holds the basketball on both sides, but she makes the second one. One possession basketball game.
Les has been kind of quiet over there since Shoresman's joined us.
I'm not. I'm just enjoying my time with Adam.
Adam Luster, there's a
big basket.
Big basket for Warden.
Freshman to freshman there.
That's right.
It's not a bad thing, huh?
Well, we used to interview Coach Shoresman after games last year, so now it's in a little bit of a different role. He's our backup color man here, and then we've got Tommy Tosh behind him.
In case Les falls off the bleachers over here.
Here's a look.
Corner, Jatan.
Big three.
Off the back of the rim, no good, and then it's going to be a foul on Ellie Knight. Foul. Betzworth. She's played a big part of this game for coming off the bench and just a freshman.
So what are your in-game roles? Like as the assistant coach, like what does that look like?
Yeah, we our head coach and I, Brent Polerai, we have a lot of conversations, amongst each other throughout the game about roles.
Big block by Thornton.
Great, yeah. Big three here.
Offensive.
That was on Somerville.
So do you call any things during the game or do the subbing, or do you just eat popcorn?
Not like a lot independently. We have those conversations as a coaching staff, like, hey, looks like so-and-so is tired, do we need to get her out of the game, put this girl in, or hey, she's hit a few threes, let's put her, keep her back in, and making sure that the flow of the game is good, timeouts and fouls and all that stuff. Some of our sets, and we run quite a few sets.
Nice look.
Nice.
Oh, Casey Jatan.
She's going to be a really good
That's
player.
body control there. Wow. She might even got fouled.
Oh, quick shot there.
The rebound. Almost throws it away. Numbers here for West Central. This is Gehring.
Knight with a great pitch ahead there to get a foul called.
Drew the foul. Yep.
Halfway through the third quarter, Trojans have a chance to get within one.
So what do you notice, like, after being around college girls, now when you're watching a girl, 8th grader like Ellie Knight playing, like, what do you notice as an 8th grader?
And I kind of looking back to the T days of, like, when Vermillion had that Rubers girl playing as a 7th grader.
Right.
Yep.
And just seeing how composed they are at this young age. And,
Agreed.
And, both teams right now are very young, West Central and Dakota Valley. And
1 point game.
Yeah, just some good ball players.
And these guys have both been in some big games this year. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in this game now. But, it kind of shows you that DAC-12.
Yes.
It's a 14-2 West Central third quarter run so far.
I think they're rushing shots, too.
Chance to erase a 16-point deficit right here.
And Gehring, she's missed that a couple times. She just doesn't have that. It's almost like she needs to slow down a little bit.
Just rimmed it out.
Yeah, she's had about 3 or 4 of those. In and out, no
Wow,
good.
talk about in and out.
Great job by Gehring to get the rebound. Here comes Jatan. Right-hand dribble, left side of the court. She's got Warden on her. Jatan, three-pointer, just short. And the people say, follow your shot. And I say, no, don't follow your shot. It's not what you do as a shooter.
Oh, there we go. We're pulling it back a little bit, trying to get a breath here, get a good play going.
More spacing for the Dakota Valley Panthers.
Mead.
Good find.
Really good find in the corner.
Just can't find it.
Another rebound for Jatan. That's number 5 for her. Knight leads the team, 7 rebounds. Down low.
Nice step in.
Basket good. Thornton and the West Central fans rise to their
This is going
feet.
crazy in here.
First lead for a while.
What a third quarter.
Hey, this is what high school basketball is all about. This is awesome.
Absolutely.
You know?
The student section jumping. Just the
and
opposite
a
on the
steal.
other end. The steal by Thornton. Trojans leading by 1. They've outscored the Panthers by 17.
Good shot.
Oh, that's going to go.
Good! Count it! Off the bench!
Wow.
West Central leads by 4, 2:20 to go.
Wow.
Some big moments, and quite honestly, it really opened up the lane after West Central came out and shot those threes. Now they're just really putting pressure on the rim, and they're getting kind of any look that they want right now.
Yep.
And early on, they were driving and not converting. And like you said, they couldn't make outside shots either. But as soon as those started falling,
I tell you, I was just talking to Drew Weber right before halftime, and we were talking and just said it's amazing what knocking down some outside shots will do to a team, and defensively and offensively. It's an emotional and
how a crowd helps.
Oh yeah,
and the crowd loves the 3-ball.
We've talked to players and said in a wild crowd, and every one of them say, yes, it's helped. And now you see the West Central fans come to their feet again. Why? Because their Trojans have a 19-2 third quarter lead here. A third quarter that can't end fast enough for Tammy Lilly. Let's see what she has cooked up. I know why. It's the magic of Shorzy up here.
I don't know if that's good or not with West Central.
It was either magic for one team or doom for another right now.
Oh, I feel bad for Dakota Valley if that's the case. I think it's whatever Coach Crystal over at O'Gorman told Les Schroeder.
That's right.
Okay, what is Dakota Valley doing here, Coach?
Well, it looks like they're setting up a 1-4 high. Trying to get something where they can maybe even get a
a quick 3 there.
That's a quick shot, though.
Quick 3, another rebound. That one is by Kramer. Kramer just hit her second 3.
Great ball movement.
Just short. Jatan's going to track that down. That's going to be out of bounds. Stays with the blue team. New shot clock. Chris Janish says we're staying here. Ayla Kramer.
And he probably doesn't get enough credit either, but man, he's such a great official. We've even seen him at the college level, at the D2 level, and he does a very good job.
Yes.
I've always thought that. I've never thought about yelling from the crowd at him.
No.
I thought about that. I remember when he was it seemed like he was just getting started, and he was everybody thought the same
Great
thing.
drive.
Yes, now they're getting those looks to go.
Was that Kramer as well? Kramer with 8 points off the bench.
Man.
I don't think you were here yet, Adam, but her sister, Addie, came here and I think hit 7 or 8 3-pointers.
Big drive there.
Yeah, I definitely remember that. Thank you, Chad.
Betzworth with the basket. 4-point lead for West Central still. Jatan, under 90 seconds to go. She'll find Knight. Knight leads the team. Just 2 points with 7 rebounds, a few steals. Into the corner. Kramer going to drive the baseline. Nowhere to go. Finds Jatan, top of the key. No hesitation.
Oh! Just east of Hartford. East of Hartford on that shot.
She was deep. 7-point lead. Biggest of the night for the Trojans.
Wowzers.
Spinning, dealing.
Needed that one.
The miss by Warden.
Really settling for some quick shots right now. Great steal.
Rebound Jatan. Warden. And she thought she was going to be fouled. She wasn't. The rebound Mead.
He was. Big one.
Fouled. Hoop and harm. That could be a big play.
Yep. That was big.
say they needed that. That youth, I think, of Dakota Valley, they're trying to rush a little bit. And like you said, they avoided the contact and thought they were going to get it, but
Yeah.
that's huge.
That's huge because West Central had the ball under a minute to go, 7-point lead, and could have gone down, could have potentially got a 10-point lead out of that. Instead, we're looking at just 4 points. Here's Gehring again, kicks at the corner, Jatan. This has kind of been their spark plug. Jatan drives, hands it off to Thornton. Thornton is going to drive. 3, this is Kramer. No doubt about it! Third 3 for Kramer for the Trojans. Their biggest lead of the night, 7, shot clock off, 22 on the game clock. Otten against Knight. And that's going to be offensive foul. Kind of sold a little bit by Knight. West Central basketball up 7, shot clock off, 14.7.
Wow, there's some basketball being played right now.
Otten's kind of gone cold here this third quarter.
And Coach Shoresman, you want the last shot here, no doubt about it. Nothing too quick here.
Yep.
12, 11, 10. This is Knight. Nowhere to go. She gets tied up. Jump ball, possession arrow. The Panthers. They'll get the ball back with 7.3.
Yeah, but look for West Central. They're going to get that ball coming out of the into the fourth quarter here. So you need a big stop here if you're West Central, and you need a big bucket if you're Dakota Valley.
Yeah, you got to go to Otten here, or you got to go to Somerville.
It's going to be Otten. She has 8 points. She's going to bring it up. She will have Schultz on her. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Otten's going to drive. Knocked out of bounds, no call. That's going to be the third quarter.
Yeah, so that's a big momentum shifter. If they could have settled down a little bit here in between quarters, and Dakota Valley could have came out and ran a pretty good set play and started the fourth quarter out. Now you got West Central coming out of the break here with the ball. So that was a big jump ball.
24-7 was the quarter for the Panthers.
Like we said, a little bit of everything. It started out with that hot shooting coming out. Would they have like 4 threes in a row?
Yeah, I know they had 2 at halftime.
Yeah, and then 3 straight coming out of the half.
2 of 11. When we get this commercial off the air, we'll tell you what they are. Zach Borg, Dakota News Now in the house.
Yep, must be important.
There's your stats for you.
8 of 20. So they were 2 of 11. So they went 7 of 9 in the third quarter. 3-pointers.
Yeah, that helps, right?
Yeah, that's fun as a coach, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like I'm doing a lot right when that ball's going in.
Les, what have you got here? West Central up 7. You told us it's going to be a great game. What do you got to see out of the Trojans to keep this going, and what does Dakota Valley do to stop it?
Well, Dakota Valley just has to get some stops and then start making their own 3-pointers again like they were early in the game. I mean, simple basketball, but if you're Dakota Valley, you get one stop at a time and try to get back in this thing.
Yeah, Dakota Valley 3 of 16 on 3-pointers. Trojans get the ball, looking to build on their biggest lead of the night. This is Jatan. Jatan finds Thornton on the baseline. Top of the key, Knight, nowhere to go, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Great pass. What a great block by Mead!
And a save.
And then the save by Warden. And that's going to be a shooting foul on Gehring. That looked like an easy 2 for the Trojans. Panthers had other ideas.
And a really good pass down there, too. That was a good find.
That was.
My only problem with that pass, if it would have been a little quicker, I think she could have set her up and she had to wait for the pass. The defender closed out. This is Warden, 5'10 freshman, 12 points a night. Offer from USD. She's got 10 points, 8 rebounds tonight. Nice game for her. 8 points for Otten. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Somerville. The Wayne State. The Waniac, the future Wayne State Wildcat. Go fight Wayne. Corner. This is Stallman into the game. I'm sorry, that was Gehring. Nowhere to go. And they're going to call a foul. It was 4-on-1 basketball, and Jatan, who comes out of there with it smiling.
Dakota Valley calling for a 3-second call there. That's always a tough one.
It is.
I always say that the referees don't count until somebody says it in the crowd or a coach is saying it.
Very true.
Boy, Jatan about pulled that
she
one.
wanted that one, yep.
New shot clock, no hurry for the Trojans. She steps back, flips it underneath to Knight. Knight, nice little adjustment. Shot no good. Rebound, Summervold. Summervold is going to find Otten. Otten's going to drive, thinks about a three-pointer. She's met there by Thornton. Good high pass. Picked up.
Right place.
Lucky.
Right spot at the right time.
Lucky bounce.
Betzworth, 4 points off the bench.
4-point game. Here we go, Les.
Yep.
Chatan dribbles around, top of the key, finds Knight. Gehring saves the pass. 19 on the shot clock. Kind of a slow, sloppy pass there.
Yep. Who's got more composure
Warden.
down the stretch?
Warden will handle the ball as well as Otten a lot. Warden, tough shot. Mead with the rebound. And we've got a foul on.
Okay.
Kind of a delay of
Foul on Thornton. You know, like we said, they see things we don't see and vice versa. And so I've tried refereeing one time. It was a scrimmage game against Sioux Falls, Washington. Longtime boys coach there just let me have it.
A little off-ball foul there.
Yeah, Hanish said someone was holding. I think it was Thornton. Like I said, it was on Gehring, her second. Team foul situation, 3 already on West Central, 1 on Dakota Valley. That could play into it. Timeouts, 3 for West Central, 2 for Dakota Valley. Somehow,
Just like they drew it up.
Otten came out of there with the ball, flipped it to Summervold. Summervold puts it in for her 11th point tonight.
2-point game.
2-point game again. Here we go.
You know,
Full timeout, Caffrey.
it's one of those things, too, where if you're Dakota Valley, it felt like you just went down by 20, but you had a 16-point lead, which then when you're down 7, that's a lot of energy expended by the West Central team to get that 7-point lead. That's hard to sustain after coming back that far. So sometimes it feels like the sky is falling, but if you just sustain it and get back to what you were doing a little bit.
Well, and again, especially since these teams are so young, both sides, and you're probably going to see that where these runs are going to happen. And, you know, maybe an older veteran team could handle that a little bit better. But not to say it's right or wrong. It's just, you know, experience. And this is a really big game for both teams. I don't think either one has been to the state tournament in a few years. And, you know, this is a big game for both teams.
Hey, Coach, tell us real quick about Cameron Summervold. Aside from playing, what do you like about her? And
you know, just that attitude that she brings to the game. It doesn't seem like she ever gets too high or too low. And you guys can kind of see that tonight. She's had a couple big baskets even here in the fourth quarter. And just her attitude. She just loves playing basketball and wants to get out there, loves being a teammate. And you can just see that joy and that love for the game there. And great parents. Met her family a few different times. And she's just an awesome kid.
Cool. Good to hear. 2-point lead. Trojans, they won that third quarter 24-7 in the Squealers barbecue quarter score. But Dakota Valley 5-0 lead so far here in the most important quarter, the fourth quarter. And Trojans just not finishing. Boy, they got a
Great hustle
there, possibly.
Great, scrappy.
Knight got the steal. Cross court pass to Thornton. Thornton drives baseline. Stopped. Nowhere to go. Schultz. She'll dribble it around, getting a little sloppy. Schultz throws it off the backboard. Rebound. Summervold. Foul.
That's a big foul, too, because one more now, and they're shooting free throws the rest of the way here.
Yep, that one's going to be on Schultz, her first, team fourth.
Is that Mr. Tony Waterman out there?
That is.
Man, the fountain of youth out on the court tonight.
Right.
I told him pregame that you rated this crew an A+.
I did.
So,
right.
100%.
Here we go. Warden going to bring, Otten is going to bring it up. No clue if she's related to the several Ottens here in T. Dakota Valley could tie this one or even take the lead. This is Mead, top of the key. Out to Warden. Warden down low.
Good position down low.
Summervold will go to the free throw line.
I'd almost like to see Dakota Valley do more of that right now when the shots aren't going in. I mean, she's tough down there. She gets shots off. She's a lot like Katie Vasika was, is she can contort her body and make some difficult shots.
Coach's dream here, Coach Shorsman, 89% free throw shooter, Summervold on the year. 2 of 2 so far here tonight.
That's nice to have.
Especially when you need to come back in the game. Anytime you can stop the clock and get points, that's a really big thing.
I jinxed her.
Way to jinx her. Way to go. Nice job.
Usually that's Les that does the jinxing.
Wow, way to go, Shad. Hey, sorry, Dakota Valley.
West Central still a 1-point lead, and everybody I talked to about this game,
shouldn't have put it
Chetan
down
trying
there.
to get a foul.
Ooh, nice
wow,
move.
behind her legs, between her legs. And now it's West Central look like they're playing a little panic. Chetan in the lane, left-hand shot just off the rim, and boy, West Central's missed a lot of shots in the paint.
Well, Coach Caffey's not too happy about that one. They thought maybe a foul call, I think.
Okay,
Great look.
down low, Betzworth.
Got a push, but no call.
Going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay with Dakota Valley. 4:58 to go, 1-point game. Everybody I talked to about this, even though it's a 15-2, was like, this is going to be a really good game.
You didn't believe me pregame.
Well, even wasn't it kind of a blowout by Dakota Valley early in this year?
24 they won by
Right.
Dakota Valley. But that was before
Catch and shoot.
catch and shoot.
Nice
three.
shot.
Warden, big time three.
We talk about the youth and experience and stuff, but man, that was a big time shot right there by a freshman in high school.
Confident shot, dude. Just catch and shoot off of the inbound.
Especially after that third quarter, man. I thought, she rushed her shot a little bit in that third quarter, but that was a huge, big time play. And
Nice
another
cut.
one. Wow.
A 4-0
Wow.
run.
It is a game of runs right now.
Yep, 4-0 run.
I feel like I'm watching a volleyball game with the way these runs are going.
This has been all of Dakota Valley here this fourth quarter. Just West Central needs to slow it down, get a good look here from somebody, even if it's a deep shot. They have looked like they've been frazzled. Chetan
block.
gets the shot. Summervold, the Wayne State commit with the block. 4 minutes to go, halfway through the fourth quarter.
Big possession here for both teams.
Yep.
See,
It's because it's getting late.
Gordon going behind the back. She passes it off. Here's Otten, the freshman, their leading scorer. Nowhere to go. She loses the ball. Here comes Knight. She's got Gehring. Pump fake. Passes. Nope. She faked the pass to Gehring.
Blocked again.
Yeah.
Yep.
We noticed that in the boys' game when we played West Central that they had some rim protectors there, and I think that was the difference in the game. Timeout, Coach Tammy Lilly.
Might not even be the blocks, but it's the thought that goes into the block. That they're really thinking about it. Anytime you can go in fluid, that helps the offense, and anytime you have a shot blocker, it really deters that's going to happen with the offensive end.
I've always said that just having shot blockers, it's not the block shot, it's just the affected shots and the kids that are going to drive the lane and then pull it back out and say, I don't want to eat that again.
I'll say this for people Shad's age, it's that Bill Russell effect. Boston Celtics.
Good one. I
But
like
the
that one.
sad part is they didn't count block shots back then.
Right?
11 titles in 13 years for Bill Russell. And so if there's a GOAT conversation, he's got to be in it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Back to high school, 4-point lead will set up the fouls. West Central is over the limit. Dakota Valley just has one. That could come to play into it later in the game. The one foul I'm talking on Dakota Valley if they need to go to the free throw line. Timeouts. Tammy Lilly's Panthers have one left. Caffrey's Trojans have two.
When you look at the fouls with Dakota Valley only having one right now, if West Central goes on a little bit of a run, that could maybe hurt them a little bit. If they need a foul late, they're not going to be putting them at the line. So it's sometimes you want to put some inexperienced or bad free throw shooters at the line this late in the game.
If I'm Dakota Valley here, every possession I want it to touch Summervold's hands because they're in the bonus right now, and they're going to get 2 free throws every time she gets fouled. So she's got to at least touch it.
Like that.
In and out.
She
no
touched
good.
it twice.
No one to get the rebound. Summervold offensive rebound basket good.
Stay at it right there.
Yep.
Nostradamus
And now
over here with
it's-
Williamson.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, she's a pretty good player.
Now it's a 13-3 Dakota Valley fourth quarter lead after the big
Now
third
let's
quarter.
see how West Central reacts.
Trojans, right. Crazy. 6-point lead.
There is
3
still
minutes to go.
time.
Yes, there is.
Well, they hit a 3 here, or even a 2. They just need some basket.
There's a
There.
3
This would
right
be
there.
big.
Oh, Nostradamus himself.
Count it. Another big 3 off the bench. Ayla
One
Kramer.
possession.
Her 4th 3 of the game.
This is awesome.
The Kramers love playing in T.
Yes, they do. Nice drive.
Big time drive. And
Whoa,
now
look at the
at
position by Summervold.
again.
Right there.
Oh, they're going to love her in Wayne, Nebraska. What does she have? 16 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. This is Chetan, the hot hand. She's going to be long. Rebound by Kramer. Kramer, top of the key. 3-pointer. Oh, good by Knight. Oh, good night.
This is good stuff right here.
What a game.
2-point lead for the Panthers.
Wow.
What a great game.
Who signed us up for this one?
Wow.
We're getting paid for this, everybody.
the only
Even
bad-
Shoresman's getting paid and his coach's pay.
The only bad thing about this is I don't want either team to lose. Usually we have a team we want to lose when we're doing T games.
Well,
now tonight I'm going to feel bad for whoever doesn't go on because they've deserved it.
This is so much fun for the fans, maybe a little nerve-wracking for the parents, but you know, it's a fun game for the coaches and especially the players. They love playing in an atmosphere like this.
Student section.
And the referees. I've talked to referees some crazy intense games, and I've told them, sorry about the fans, and they said, no, man, we just love being in those games like that. You know, Mr. Tony Waterman's got to love it. Individually, look at Meade, 14 rebounds for Emerson Meade.
Yeah.
She had 18 2 games ago, so Emerson Meade finding out how to rebound the basketball. Somervold, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Warden, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals. Kramer off the bench leads her Trojans, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. Jatan, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And Knight, a little bit of everything. 7 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Wow.
Every possession from here on out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you get under that 2-minute mark, everything becomes a very crucial possession.
There's a lot riding on everything here.
The team with the basketball has the lead. The Dakota Panthers, Valley Panthers, corner 3.
Oh, that's a confident take.
No good. Thornton fights for the rebound. It's going to be off of West Central, out of bounds to Dakota Valley. New shot clock.
But you got to love the battle between these guys, too. I mean, nobody's taking plays off. Like, everyone's rushing out to defend as hard as they can, rebound as hard as they can, going after the loose balls.
If you're tuning in.
Look at the position.
Somervold.
Great box out there, too.
Rebound by Gehring. We have Rick Williamson and Les Schroeder on the call. Wayne State assistant women's basketball coach Adam Shoresman has joined me. I'm Shad Hockey. We hope you're checking this out if you're game watching tonight, like so many are. It's been one of the best games we've seen all year.
Oh, he's trying to post her up out inside.
Nowhere to go for Thornton. Gets it out to the lead guard.
Still 15 on the shot.
Almost thrown away, saved by Gehring. Baseline drive, skip pass. Here's Jatan. She talks about it, drives. Risky pass down low. 5 seconds shot clock.
Good defense all around there by those Panthers.
Steal by Betzworth.
Huge possession for the Panther defense.
80 seconds left to go in this one.
Slowing it down, calling something up here.
If you're just joining us, Dakota Valley led it first half by 16. West Central responded with a 24-7 third quarter, and then it's been mainly Dakota Valley in the fourth, outscoring West Central by 8.
I don't know.
To the free throw line.
I like the triple team they had on her there. I don't think they needed to be so aggressive on the foul right there. They did a great job of collapsing, but knowing her, she would have found somebody wide open, but...
Yeah, you hear about Otten, this freshman, USD and SDSU have offered. Warden has USD offers. Somervold is a great player, 89% free throw shooter. Uncharacteristically missed her second in a row.
Yeah, missed
a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on these free throws, though, too. It's
could have made it a 2-possession game. Now she's going to make it a 3-point game. She misses that one. 3 in a row. Thornton with the rebound. They're going to get the foul on Betzworth.
Only the second team. Foul there.
Second team foul on Dakota Valley.
That's what I was saying. When you get down to now, it's about 1:03 and 2 fouls for Dakota Valley. So
it's going to be interesting. We have
stop here.
60 seconds left right now.
Jatan inbounds it. Watch for Kramer here. She's down on the left side of the court. Under a minute to go. Kramer now runs baseline. They want to get her a 3-pointer. Knight will back it up. She's going to drive. And then the foul on Meade. Third team foul. So that resets the shot clock. Game clock, shot clock separation. About 13 seconds. As Kramer, the hot hand, is going to inbound it. Don't sleep on Jatan either. Jatan just has a feel for someone that wants to make a difference in this game. She's really brought them back in the third quarter. She dribbles it around, left-hand dribble. Kramer blocked. Her shot blocked by Somervold. Somervold's second block.
Going to the free throw line here.
And that is the look they wanted. Kramer kind of a low release. Somervold got up and blocked it.
You know, and still plenty of time here, even if she makes both of them. It's a 2-possession game, but you can go quick, get an easy bucket.
And this is, I can't see the number, this is Meade to the free throw line. 70% on the year.
Clutch right there.
Big.
3-point game. Timeouts, 1 apiece for each team. And Meade, money Meade.
Cold free throws right there.
Here comes Knight, probably the biggest play, biggest possession of the season right here. Timeout, Coach Caffrey.
Meade with 7 points, but none bigger than those two right there.
I was going to say, you look at Dakota Valley right now, you could probably put a lot of pressure on the ball since you only have 3 fouls and you're up 4. You know,
Right.
It's one of those.
Because the shot clock really doesn't mean much to you
absolutely.
with a 4-point lead.
Because West Central's probably going to want to look at something quick because it's 2 possessions and then look for a press. So
Wes, what have you got? West Central inbounding the ball, down 4.
If you're West Central, you want a quick shot. You want them. Coach Tammy Lilly is telling them no threes to defend the 3-point line. Give them an easy 2 if they need a 2, and then they'll get the ball back.
Coach Lilly doesn't want to win this game very much, does she?
No,
She's
not really.
intense.
No,
She's always intense down there.
Les, who's getting a shot here for this first bucket?
Oh, probably Jatan.
Jatan, the freshman.
Jatan, or I'm still good with Kramer.
Kramer hitting a 3.
Pulling the trigger. I thought when she shot that, if Summervold wouldn't have been there, that might have made it. We might be talking West Central with the lead right now.
You know, the way they've been making threes here, an open look at a 3 isn't a bad move because all of a sudden that gets that lead down to 1. I know if you miss it, and you got to crash the boards on anything.
You got to remember, Kramer just shot her last 3 and it got blocked. So you know what Shane was talking about. That might be in her head a little bit. So
little game recap here. Dakota Valley got up 16 in the first half. West Central came all the way back, got up by 7 in the third quarter. And then Dakota Valley flipped the script again and got up by as many as 6 here in the fourth quarter. Now they lead by 4.
I'm looking for Knight on a 3 here.
And there was Kramer. They ran her off a couple screens. She almost did a great job just to save it for her. Knight almost loses it. Knight does lose it. Kramer. Boy, it's a scramble.
It's a melee right now.
Oh, that's
Oh,
okay.
my goodness.
Wow. All right.
It's only 4.
Foul on Dakota Valley. That's their 4th.
Coach
So now
Lilly not agreeing with Mr. Waterman on that call.
No.
both teams now over the limit.
Oh, wow. Everybody's standing in here in this place.
Got to score quick here. You got to look for something early.
28.5. Kramer's going to inbound it. We want to get it back to her. Let's see where she goes. No screens. This is Knight.
Need more
Knight,
movement.
Nowhere to go. Risky pass. And into Thornton. Thornton will go to the line for 2.
And now both teams are 5 fouls.
Thornton is going to go up to Aberdeen, play soccer, 67% free throw shooter on the year. Great soccer player from Hartford. Sister was Molly that played for the Trojans. Nice looking free throw. Good.
Big one.
Cuts that one to 3-possession game.
One possession game.
1 possession game. 3
got
You look for a little full court action here.
Yep,
right off the make.
A little hard.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Offensive board.
Jatan didn't need to shoot that
I
one.
was going to say needed a 3.
Right.
Could have kicked that out for a 3. But she makes it.
That's right. If she makes it, you foul and you're down 1, and it's going to be a 1-possession game.
Well, that's what you like to see, too. Kramer came right over to her after that and said, hey, it's okay. We got more time here.
Man, what an experience for these young girls on both teams to be playing in this kind of an environment.
Yep. This is Warden, 74% free throw shooter on the year. That one was hard.
Man, free throws at the end of games.
Yep. Just looking for this one right here. This is the big one.
This is the ice it.
We're calling this the biggest free throw for the Dakota Valley 24-25 season. And it's coming off the hands of Aubrey Warden.
Long.
Misses that one, but Meade
Jump.
gets
They're
her
gonna call a jump on
14th
that.
rebound. Basketball goes to West Central.
But they have no timeout, so they have.
16th
are you still
rebound.
going to Jatan? What are we thinking?
Yeah, I still want Jatan to take this
All right.
Shot clock is off. 14.1.
right.
one. I want extra basketball.
Now,
tonight.
do you think about fouling at all here if you are West Central or Dakota Valley to eliminate the shot of a 3?
I've always said I would.
It's kind of dangerous, though, because these girls aren't used to doing that kind of a thing, probably.
Here comes Knight. She loses the ball. No timeouts.
No timeout.
Here's Jatan. 4
There's a
seconds,
foul.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
See, that's not going to hurt them right there because it's 2 shots and 3.8 left. So she's going to have to make the first and attempt to miss on the second one.
Yep. So make.
That's what she's asking the coach right now.
And if she doesn't make this one,
Yeah.
it's going to make it a lot harder. 69% free throw shooter.
And here's
on the
where you
year
would
is
love-
Casey Jatan.
Here's where you'd love to have a timeout if you're West Central because you would say, no matter what, foul on the rebound to get the rebound. And if they call it, they call it. But do everything you can to get the rebound.
So that's Otten's fifth. Okay. All right.
Number 1, Bella Stokes. At the line shooting 2.
It's going to bring a starter, Bella Stokes, 5'4" sophomore, back into the game. And Jaton's got 2 free ones.
Here we go.
69% on the year.
Make the first, miss
Got
the
to make
second.
the first one to make it interesting. She misses that one.
It's all right. She got to miss anyway here.
And so now Dakota Valley bench being told to sit down. She's got to miss this one. And then you got to find either Gehring.
Good miss.
They do miss
They
it.
got to move it out, though.
Yeah, they don't need it. And a foul? Count it? Are we getting a foul?
Oh, they're not
But
the
it doesn't
foul.
matter.
foul.
I was
No foul.
looking
They
for the
just count
foul.
it.
I thought they might call a foul there. Heartbreaking and
53,
exciting at the same time.
52. Wow. And I know they didn't need a 2. Dakota Valley's best bet right there would have been to run the other end of the court and not challenge the shot.
I thought they were going to call a foul down low.
And let's say Jaton does make that first one. We're in a tie ball game right now.
That was a great miss.
Wow.
Hit the front of
Intentional
the rim.
miss.
That was, yeah.
Ending their careers here at T-Area High School for the West Central Trojans. Raina Gehring is a senior for this team. And Mara Schultz, another senior. They both start. And they have played their last games for
Man, what a game.
West
That
Central.
was fantastic.
That was.
Neither team let up. When things weren't going well, they just kept at it. Wow. A game of runs.
That's all we wanted, and you look at you wonder how far Dakota Valley. If Dakota Valley goes on and wins state, you look back and they could have almost not been here. Ends an 11-game winning streak for West Central, but it took everything Dakota Valley had and then some.
Man, what a battle.
Free throws for the night: 9 of 16 was Dakota Valley. 4 of 9 was West Central. So West Central left 5 at the free throw line. Dakota Valley left 7. West Central, after making 7 threes in the third quarter, didn't make one in the fourth quarter. And a 53-52 game.
Ava Redstone.
We'll let you listen in to the players getting awards here.
Number 4, Emerson Mead. Number 5, Katie Betzworth. Number 10, Sophie Meyer. Number 11, Cameron Summerbold. Number 12, Jaden Jund. Number 14, Isabel Caro. Number 15, Alexa Verdorn. Number 20, Jameson Jund. Number 22, Aubrey Warden. Number 23, Ella Otten. Number 32, Addison Bradshaw. And number 42, Lexi Stussy. Assistant coaches.
And there's Dakota Valley. They have qualified
Will Weisenhoff.
state tournament. They will head there. First half, 29-16. Dakota Valley led. The second half was won by West Central, 36-24. So you just look at West Central and just if they could have got a little bit more going in that first half, they could be here hoisting the trophy. Instead, it's Tammy Lilly and the Dakota Valley Panthers. Check that out on Dakota News Now. That'll be on there later. Zach Borg getting the shot now.
Wow, that's exciting, man.
That is.
Okay, Les, I did say Dakota Valley was going to win. I thought they would pull away in the second half. You said it was going to be a great game.
I did.
Good
Yeah,
job.
Thank you. You're welcome. No, I mean,
Such class.
No,
such a good winner.
no, I mean, it was a great game. I mean, I knew West Central would come to play. I mean, they
Two
played-
double-doubles for Dakota Valley, which you don't see very often. Warden, 16 and 10. Summervold, 16 and 10 and 3. And then 7 points, 16 rebounds for Mead. And for West Central, 14 for Kramer to go with 3 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 assists. And 11 for Jaton, Casey Jaton, 11.7 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 assists. 10 points, 4 rebounds for Thornton, 7.7 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals for Knight, the 8th grader. And Dakota Valley unfurls a banner. See if we can get a shot of that.
I know. Coach Lilly needs to turn that towards the camera here.
I think they might. There we go. We'll try to get it on camera for you. Because they've got the
We're
plaque.
trying.
They'll get it with the, hopefully with the scoreboard in the background.
Wow. That's such a good game. I mean, it's hard not to just give credit to both teams on that because the run that West Central made, but then for Dakota Valley to keep their composure.
As young as they are.
Yes, and the shots they were taking while that lead was falling apart, all of a sudden they went to their bread and butter. They got it inside the Summervold, and everything calmed down. There's a reason the best players are the best players, because they make everybody else around them even calmer and better.
Dakota Valley, when they were in that struggle and down 7, looked like they were trying to get 7 points.
Yes.
On every possession,
shot,
and it was just kind of a helter-skelter, and good job by Coach Lilly to get them settled down.
But then, after going down 7, West Central comes back with 4 minutes to go and has the ball with a chance to tie at the end of the game. Like
a lot of people are going to see the score and not know the story, and I wish more people would know the story that this Trojans team was down 16, could have given up. And then the same can be said for Dakota Valley. They were outscored by 23 points at one point.
There's not going to be a better game in the night, and we got to call it.
We got to do it.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Thanks for scheduling the game in T. Like the schedule maker is there.
You know, I've missed a few games over the years, but they've all been blowouts, and so I've sat at home and gone, or wherever I'm at, and gone, probably okay missing that one. If I'd have missed this one, I'd have been so bummed.
This was flat out fun.
I had fun calling those blowouts.
Yeah.
I mean, those were a blast. Come on.
And I don't follow a lot of Class A, and so I saw the matchup, and I thought that's going to be a good game. And I told Les last night I didn't know it was a 15-2, because I just don't follow Class A basketball. And I saw it was a 15-2, and part of me kind of went, oh, shoot. But then part of me went, well, that's 2 really, really good programs and 2 really good coaches.
It's like I've said, even the years when West Central hasn't been great, you never look at them and go, oh, that's going to be an easy game. You know it's going to be hard. So coming into this game, they have a good team on a winning streak.
Well, like Coach Horsman said, the DAC-12. I mean, you look at all our teams.
You play the best competition.
Play the best in the competition.
And then come tournament time, you're battle tested.
Exactly.
Les is taking Wagner to cut down the net.
Ooh.
Spearfish. I'm going to stick with my Panthers
the
here.
The DV is hard not to.
The DV Panthers at one time, I don't know if it's still the same, the worst cell phone reception of any high school in South Dakota.
I'm pretty sure it's still out.
I got some scores for you.
Let's hear them, and then we'll sign off.
All right, well, however you pronounce that Red Cloud team. Yep.
I thought Les might get Coach Lilly up here quick.
Oh, no, well.
She's got too much. I thought about it.
I could. I can go talk to her if she wants to.
Mapaya-Luta.
My Mapaya-Luta. I got it. Mapaya-Luta. 62, Flanders 27, so Flanders not going back to state tournament.
Wow, great job by Mapaya-Luta.
Sioux Falls Christian will be the number 1 seed there. They beat Rapid City Christian 60-44.
Okay. The Comets go down to the Chargers.
Sioux Valley 60, Miller 34.
Cossacks going to the state tournament.
My Wagner Red Raiders 66, Lakota Tech 58.
Oh,
that's the final. Here's another good one of the night. Mobridge Pollock 49.
Yep.
St. Thomas More 48.
Wow. Did you ever think of a time when they were rolling where St. Thomas More wouldn't just go to every state tournament and probably win them all? But Mobridge Pollock, really good team from last year going back. But the one they'll be talking about besides that one is this one tonight where Dakota Valley.
And they're handing out posters down there.
53-52.
Man.
Coach Lilly hasn't stopped smiling.
I can go down and get her if you want me to.
She's got too much going
I was just
on.
going to say there's a lot of people that want to take pictures and all that.
You know, I had
kind
someone
of stuff.
show up to my wedding dance once that I didn't know anybody else there, and so I had to talk to him the whole time, and then I regretted it. So,
well, if we had a microphone we could just take down there that's cordless, it would be a lot easier just to get like 3 or 4 comments from her. But
we would love that for our friends at Dakota Valley, but they'll get to hear from her soon enough, I guess. And it's West Central that had a radio crew here, so.
Mount
All
Vernon.
right, boys. Well, this is our last broadcast of the year. So if you tuned in, if you're Dean Gorder, Papa G from California, or West Central Trojans, be proud of your team. I know the feeling.
Yeah.
You leave here and you're really proud because you almost did it, but then you wake up the next morning and go, doggone it, we were so close.
I got one last shout out for Zach, who's listening.
And Dakota Valley Panthers, our friends down there that whip us in volleyball every year.
Yep.
It's okay because West
Okay.
Central beats us in soccer. So last shout out, go ahead.
I was going to say Zach Vogel. He's listening tonight from West Central. Thanks for listening.
Thanks,
big
Zach.
teacher.
What does
Big
Zach do in West Central?
He's a teacher out there, computer teacher out there.
All right.
So we're looking at the number 2 seed in the Class A.
Yeah, they will be the number 2 seed. Yep.
So they'll avoid Sioux Falls Christian until they get to the.
You know,
the
I
last
can
room.
that could be a battle.
Yes.
Yep. And,
I wouldn't take anybody right now over Dakota Valley is just by watching them, like the composure, the mix of youth but experience, and
the way Meade's rebounding right now, the way Warden and Otten are freshmen that look like they're seniors, they play so composed and both handle the ball really well. And then the X factor for me, Cameron Summervold, was the one that kind of got it done for them here tonight. I think they're going to have a really nice run as the Trojans now come out of the locker room.
I think you're right, though. West Central's going to be watching that state tournament and saying, oh, my goodness, look what we could have done, because they could have.
Yep.
I wouldn't put them below a lot of teams. Like, I wouldn't predict any blowouts for sure after watching them play.
22nd best A team on the year according to the PowerPoint.
Wow.
So, I mean,
I'd say 9, 8.
Yeah.
And they're playing good ball like right now at this time of year, and that's when you need to play good ball.
And they return a lot. They only lose 2 seniors, so.
Just think of the start they had, too, where it was like
Crazy.
8-2, 9-2, and they couldn't find a basket.
Titans beat them by 4, 5, 6 points, and the Titans don't have a great
that
record.
looks like a great win for the Titans now at West Central.
It does. Speaking of seniors for Dakota Valley, 1, Emerson Meade, 2 at Cameron Summervold, obviously.
Yeah.
Jasmine Young, we didn't see her play.
Congratulations to them.
And so 3 seniors for Dakota Valley, 2 for West Central. So a lot of youth in this building. Rick, thank you for everything you've done. Best cameraman.
My pleasure.
On the stream, and we're excited to move on to baseball season where your team will look to defend their state title. Good luck to you.
Softball starts too.
Softball starts, but Rick doesn't have anything to do with softball.
No.
I know he doesn't.
Les Schroeder, thank you, my friend, for all the
Thank you.
behind-the-scenes work you do. Really well appreciated. Tammy Lilly is on Dakota News Now if you want to catch that at 10 o'clock. For Rick Williamson and for Les Schroeder, I am Shad Hockey. Good night for now.